Start today with our announcements of the 3 winners from our 4-day mini course. Wanted to get everybody an opportunity to do some of the growth work that was offered, and so we have picked 3 lucky winners. Are you one of them? Drum roll, please. Okay, the first winner of our manifestation workbook is a 20 plus page workbook that goes through the chakras to help you align with yourself to create and manifest your dreams. It's super powerful, and I'm excited to award the winner is Tina Rizza. I might have your last name wrong, but we have it correct in our emails. But Tina, you won the workbook. Woo-hoo! Healing through the chakras to manifest the life that you truly want. You go, girl. Congrats for showing up and participating and making this week spectacular. All right, winner number two of the manifestation course. So I adjusted this prize because the winner of number 2 has already enrolled in Fear to Freedom, and she gets that course as a bonus. So I want to make sure that she gets something extra special. And so I'm offering the new prize for winner number 2 is a half-day VIP day with me. This is valued at a $3,000 value. So, and this is all yours, Catherine Keyes. Woo! Congrats on enrolling in Fear to Freedom, and congrats on your VIP day with me. I can't wait to spend the day with you and map out your plan, heal, grow, and expand. All right, I'm in a really fun mood. This is awesome. I love prizes. All right, winner of prize number 3. Prize number 3 was $500 off the Fear to Freedom program. And so this winner was selected by my assistant, Irish. Irish picked all the winners, actually. And so, Ashley Long, you have won the $500 off to the Fear to Freedom program. So, woohoo! Reach out for your prizes. We'll be sending an email with the announcements as well, and also an email to all the winners. So congrats on taking action. Action plus knowledge equals. Drop it below. Transformation. Yes, 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 yes. So today, let's talk about it. Let's talk about life and the Fear to Freedom program. Today is about, how do you know you're ready? How do you know that this is the right choice for you? How do you know it's not the right choice for you? How do you know if it's time for you to invest in yourself? And I want to share with you a very personal, very, very, very personal story with you around the very first time that I invested in myself. This is almost a decade ago, and I was sitting in a dark, dark place, living in my head, and truly uncomfortable in my body. I didn't feel good in my body. I didn't feel good at it. I had nothing in my life that was causing me to be discomfort, meaning I had an incredible husband, still have him. 3 amazing boys, still have my 3 amazing boys. I had a supportive family, extended family. And yet every day I hid in the closet eating. Every day I woke up thinking, what do I have to do today? What do I have to get done to feel worthy, to feel like I did something for the day? And I ended up living for everybody else, doing everything for everyone, and never getting in touch with me. It caused me to have an eating disorder, to be overweight, to hide in the closet, eating my emotions away, eating my life away. My life was surrounded by food, always worried about what we're going to eat, how we're going to eat it. You know, is it homemade? Is it processed? Just so much energy was tied up in my body, the way I looked. And then one day it hit me. My son came down the hallway And I had lived so much in my head that I didn't know if I should say hello or hi to them. If I should say good morning, come give me a hug. And I can laugh a little bit about it now, but in that moment, it was real. It was so real. The amount of angst I had in my body and my mindset of doing something right to doing something wrong, making a good decision, making a bad decision. I was so uncomfortable in my life, in my body. My house was disorganized. The only thing I was good at was a mom. And I loved my kids and I gave them everything I had. And I began to resent because I never took time for me. I never got to in touch with me. My emotions, my body was calling for me to come forth. And one day someone referred me to reach out to somebody. And I was like, I don't need help. Who do you think I am to need help? You only need help if you're really messed up. But in that moment when she offered, I had hit rock bottom. I didn't know how to take care of my family anymore. I didn't know how I was going to be in any second. And I decided to have a call in regards to talking to someone for help. Now, this person, who happens to be a dear friend and a mentor now, was intimidating to me. She was so confident. She was so strong. She was so powerful. She was a #1 best-selling author. And I was just like, who am I to talk to her? And I remember on that call, she shared with me ideas and ways to enhance my life, to live my best life, to live my dreams. She's like, don't you want to live your dreams? Don't you want to be happy and content in your life? Don't you want to feel good in your body and create the dreams you had as a little girl? And that conversation went on beautifully. It was long. I felt hopeful for the first time, and I wanted it so badly. Every part of my body was saying yes. Every part of my body was like, this is it. This is how I'm going to change my life. And then she told me the cost of the program, which was a couple $1,000s for 10 weeks. And I thought to myself, how do I justify spending money on me? I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have no income. I have 3 kids that I'm homeschooling. All of our disposable income went to them and the programs that we had them enroll with. How could I say yes to me? I remember my husband telling me if I was going to do this, this is one of the most selfish things I could ever do. And for the first time, I had to listen to my heart. I had to share with what my heart was saying. I had to follow through, even if it meant disappointing my children, even if it meant disappointing my husband, where we couldn't take a vacation or couldn't go out to eat or couldn't do the things that we normally do. Because I knew I needed a change. I knew I needed something different in my life. And I knew my dreams were too big to put on the back burner anymore. The best decision I ever make, that's when you know. That's when you know. When your body tells you, when your heart tells you, it's not about having the money in the bank. It's not about making a logical decision. It's none of that. It's about trusting yourself, trusting your heart, trusting what feels right in the moment, not what feels logical. And then you move forward. And I chose to take that I made that decision for myself. Not that it was easy. I don't know many women that would put themselves before their kids. And I had to create the income. I had to find a way to create the monthly payments. And it all worked out because I followed my heart, and it led me here to this most magnificent life that I'm living. just like a woman, just like a young lady I worked with, her name is Cindy. She was fresh out of massage therapy school and she wanted to join my program so badly, but she felt like she couldn't. She was still living at home with her husband and her children at her parents. She was on food stamps. She had 2 young kids, and she just felt like she couldn't justify spending her money on a program for herself. However, her heart was screaming at her that this was her path. She didn't have money, meaning, the money was meant for other things that she needed to, pay, like bills and things like that. And she decided that she was going to do this. She put the deposit down and made the commitment. And the next day, she received 3 brand new massage therapy clients. And now, years later, she's a successful massage therapist and a coach living her passion. So making a decision to take care of you after years of not listening to yourself, years of not trusting yourself, years of putting other people before you takes courage. It doesn't take the how it's all going to work out. The how is not your job, but it takes courage to put you first. It takes courage to listen to your heart. It takes courage to step forth and say yes to you. What I see so common when I speak to women is that they get stuck in the I can't energy or the I can't thought process. What if, the I can't thought process, the I can't energy is putting you in, it's taking your power away, leaving you feeling like you're a victim and not the creator that you were born to be. You are a creator, but when you say things like I can't, it's I can't, you put yourself in the victim story of your circumstances. And everybody has circumstances, and every decision comes down to a choice. The only difference between the I can't person and the I am ready no matter what person is that they decided they were going to commit no matter what. They did what it takes. They took risk and put their energy into growth and expansion instead of stuck in their victim story. So where are you today? Are you in the I can't, or are you stuck in your head? That's another common thing I see, is that you get stuck in your head overthinking the what ifs. What if this doesn't work? What if I spend all this money and I'm still up where I'm at? Or worse, what if I don't have the time? What if I sign up and I create more anxiety? What if? And here's the truth. All of your what ifs are realities that you can make a truth. Whatever you put your energy and time into is what you will get. So the more you water the what ifs of all the problems, the more weeds you grow. In fact, it takes a huge shift in conscious thinking to change from problem seeking versus solution seeking, because your mind was created to look for problems, not solutions. So if you want to shift your thinking, I suggest, and I always say this, if you're going to play the what if game, wouldn't it be funner to play in the what ifs of what's possible for you? Did you know that your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what's vividly imagined and what's real in your reality? So you actually get to decide what reality you want to create. So you can stay stuck in the what ifs of all the problems of your life, or you can shift. What if This is the best decision I ever made in my life. What if this helps me create the future that I've always dreamed of? What if this brings my dreams to reality? What if this helps me create beautiful relationships? What if this enhances my finances? What if this creates internal peace? And what if this creates my connection to my higher self? What would your life look like then if you answered those questions and trusted that process and watered those plants? It would look a lot different. A lot different. And here is what successful people do, or worthy people do, or people that want transformation and live their dreams do to create and manifest. They listen to their hearts, their desires, their wants, and they let the rest unfold. They trust that things would unfold. And they use 3 concepts that are so important. They use a coach or a guide, someone that's leading them the way so that they can continue to trust their process, to continue to follow through. And I'll share a personal story here. Recently, in this about 6 months ago, I was living in a space of a body that did not want to move. My back literally locked up. My legs became so stiff I could barely bend over. At one point, I could barely walk up and down steps. I was going through a spiritual awakening, but I couldn't work out. I couldn't keep my body as healthy and fit as I wanted to at that time. I chose not to, right? I could have. And so my brother started coaching athletes and people on how to take baby steps back into their best body. And I started slowly with him, but he was there. He was guiding me. He was directing me. He was inspiring me through his journey, through his choices and what he's doing, and the boldness that he's taking. Having a leader, having a guide, having a coach guide you through is so important. And I'm proud to say 6 months later, I ran my fastest mile that I have. Not ever, just recently, my fastest mile recently, today. And I celebrate that because 6 months ago, I could barely walk. So it's not just having a coach or a guide or a leader guiding you. There's 2 other components to this. Is that you're ready to make a decision now to create the life that you truly desire. A decision means there's no other option. There's no I can'ts. There's no excuses. There's no circumstances that are going to stop you from moving forward. When I started training with my brother, it wasn't that my body was feeling great. In fact, my body still needs awakening and stretching and movement to start to feel better. I had just made a decision that I no longer wanted to live in that state any longer. And I started moving. I started doing the small exercises, the small workouts. And a month later, like I said, I could run a mile. But it's not just with the decision. It's not just with the leader or the coach or the guide that's guiding you. It's the commitment and follow through. Commitment and follow through. You know, there was days I didn't want to get up and work out. Of course there was. But I also knew the reality was, what was more painful? Not living my dreams, the things that I wanted most, the healthy body, the fit body, the woman that could move and feel great in her body. It was more pain not living that life than it was to get up and do the 20-minute workout. So when you have a leader and you make a decision and you commit, the rest will work out. My body has not given up on me once since I started this. This is just one story, recent story. I could tell you countless stories like this. In fact, let's hear a story from Monique, who was looking into Fear to Freedom for a year. And a year before she said yes, she said no. And then she saw where some of the women were a year later. And she said yes. And she was scared to say yes to herself. She was scared to invest in herself. She was scared on how she was going to find the money, how she was going to create the money. So let's take a minute and listen to what Monique has to say. Although I do love that song, this is not what I intended.
Grammarly's top 3 tips on...
There she is.
Hi, my name is Monique Collins. So I sat at one of the manifesting classes. So I sat right where you sat about a year ago. And then I saw a lady go into the program. And then I came again, I think it was like March that I had saw this other lady, and I saw her go through the program and how happy she was. And I was just tired of being tired. I don't feel like I had a life that I was looking for. I didn't feel that I had focused. I didn't feel that I was joyful, and just felt really miserable and just wanted some direction. So Brenda, I've been with Brenda's program now since April. And my manifesting, I'm just putting another sign. I have one of my manifesting ones that I had. I've done the manifesting ones, and I had another one of my manifesting. So how do I even create even more profit? $5,000 at September 29th to October 1st for my retreat. So I was accepted to a program last week that is a $5,000 value. And so I manifested what I was looking for. I manifested an $1,000 extra coming into my household. My manifesting was so powerful that actually not only did I get 1,000, but so did my husband. So all the manifesting things are working exactly where they need to be, and I'm even happier than I've ever been. Brenda's a really great coach, and we have lots of great support. And the women that are in the group are amazing and very supportive. And I kind of found my tribe, and I found my groove, and I'm leading the connected and a very wonderful life, and I'm very thankful for all the things that Brenda and her staff have done for me. So if you're looking at it, it's a great program. And if you have any more questions, you can ask me, but it is just powerful and just to lead a more happier life. And so I sit in all these classes whenever I can because they are very powerful and they keep me focused. So thanks, Brenda.
What Monique didn't say in that testimonial is that she is actually using her voice to live her passion. She's an Indigenous person, and she is sharing her culture and what's important to her with her country, and being asked to do incredible things. And that was her dream. That's what she wanted. But her decision to say yes was one of, she had the courage. She said yes, but there was so much resistance. She wanted to go back into her box and be like comfortable in where she was, but she knew she wanted something bigger in her life. She knew she wanted something else. And so she was, I'll say, nervous to say yes to herself. But when she did, she manifested extra money almost immediately after she said yes to herself. And then all of these doors opened up for her. So she didn't figure out the rest. She didn't figure out how it was all going to work. She trusted the guide, myself, in the program. She made a decision, and she has followed through. She is committed. She shows up everywhere all the time. Everywhere all the time. So I'm going to invite you to enroll.brendakiss.com. Take the step, be active, proactive in your life. And I want to share one more person with you who has done just that. So let me go ahead and share Stephanie with you. Why does this keep going like this? That's not it.
That I always have been.
One of my favorite meditations, but that's not. So this is Stephanie. Stephanie came to me during the pandemic, actually, as a single mom And she was lost. She was stuck in that survival mode. Didn't know what she wanted in life, didn't know who she was, where she wanted to go. She was moving across country. She just got out of an abusive relationship. She had 2 small children, and she really didn't know what to do. And she is an incredible woman who manifested a job. She manifested a pay that she wanted. Then she manifested the hours that she wanted, the apartment next to her work, and then a house next to her work, and then a beautiful, healthy relationship. So using these tools to understanding yourself, she came out of an abusive relationship, thought she would never be in another relationship ever. So what I'd like to share with you is that we've talked about I didn't talk about the third eye because of the timing, but we did the process of visualizing yourself, putting yourself in the future. That's what the third eye is all about. Seeing what isn't completely done in this reality, seeing it forward. But there are 7 chakras that we fully work through. And obviously I could barely get through all 3 today. But Fear to Freedom is a proven step-by-step process to help you let go of the past, to live in the now, and truly allow yourself to get in touch with you, your heart, your soul, your essence, your truest nature of who you are, to allow abundance of time, abundance of money, abundance of flow, of life, of excitement into your life. So by now you realize that you get to have someone guide you, to someone to help you through your healing, to bring to heal the manifestation gap. So it's a 6-week journey that I take women on that have had more transformation in this program than they've had in any other modalities that they ever done, from therapy, hypnotherapy, EMDR, you name it. And by putting these practices into place will completely change your life. Even what I shared with you tonight. This will help you stop going from wishing and hoping to praying and meditating, to really finding your confidence, to being empowered and connected. Fear to Freedom has 4 pillars. The first pillar is it provides you with tools and resources to shift your subconscious mind. If we're not shifting the subconscious and reprogramming your mind and your energetic body, there's no point in the work, because that does 95% of our activities. We have a community of sisters that come together and support each other. Monique talked about that. Accountability. And we also focus on the energetics, the embodiment, the mindset, and the subconscious processing, and redirect all those redirect your energy and put it into where you want to go. So Fear to Freedom is for you if you're looking to create pure joy. If you are done hiding behind your problems and making excuses, listen, we all have excuses. We can all make excuses. You know what's so funny? When I had my 3 kids, I wanted to work out so bad, but I had 3 kids under the age of 5. And I said I didn't have time to work out. I hired a trainer to come to my house, and I had a playpen. Like I found a way. There's always a way to every situation. It's just how willing are you to allow yourself to go there? If you're ready to journey into your past, not relive your past, but reprogram your past. Because that's the part that is important. We have to get, like you said, we can't create something new if we're still holding on to all the stuff from the past. If you're ready to let go of people and situations that have hurt you, to forgive, to move on, let go of all the anger, guilt, blame, shame. If you're ready to feel more confident, empowered, and if you're ready to manifest and create your reality, this is what this program is all about. To feel comfortable in your body, to move forward in your life, to invest time and money. And I want to share that with you. There's so much value and so much transformation that happens when you don't let money or time be the excuse for you not to do something. I have worked with women who've had no money, and I've worked with women that have high-paying jobs. Both people have found the time and the money because they put the value into themselves. And when you do that, when you stop letting excuses like time, stop letting excuses like money, stop letting like, oh, I'm too busy or I'm too sick, those are excuses. And you've manifested that through your thinking. So instead of letting them be the excuses, let them be the reason for change, because they're keeping you stuck in the cycle of where you're at. If you're ready to take the next step, even if you're scared, you know what that's called? Courage. Every great leader, anybody that's had great transformation in their life had courage. It wasn't easy. It wasn't an easy decision ever for people that have stepped up to the plate. But they had the courage. That means seeing the fear, feeling the fear, and doing it anyway. If you're done feeling alone and want to be part of a supported, non-judgmental sisterhood, this is for you. If you tried everything else and you're ready to make your dreams a reality, let me share with you that we are looking to work with women that are ready, willing, and able to move forward now, right? We put in so much time, so much like commitment to your success that we are wanting people that are ready. So I'm about to show you numbers, and here's what's going to happen to some of you. You're going to automatically shut down. And it's not because you want to shut down. It's because the ego will say, not sure. That might take you out of your comfort zone. So just acknowledge that. Say, okay, ego, I'm still going to listen. I'm still going to pay attention. I've been doing this work for a very long time. I know how the mind works. So let me share with you what you receive. We do 6 months of weekly group live transformational calls. You come together with me and the sisters in your group, and we work together and work on the subconscious and thought patterns, the energetic patterns. We do embodiment exercises to create massive change and up-leveling in your life. In between our weekly calls, you actually have resources and a step-by-step process that I take you through videos and some homework. It's about maybe an hour a week, right? But it's getting your subconscious mind to open up so that when you come to the calls, you have massive growth, which is the weekly growth homework. We have resources and tools to reprogram your subconscious. Those are at your disposal, and that is ever growing. We have an incredible support system with the women. And I also have coaches that work in there. And what we do is we have a group chat. So you have availability to connect every single day to share something inspirational or ask for guidance and be supported not only by me, but by the women in your community. It's unbelievable what these women do for each other. Which is the daily support here that I just talked about. We also have 2 meditations and healings a month that occur with the healer that works for me. We have a bonus here that you get your Reiki 1 and Reiki 2 certification. So if you already have your certification, you would just get recertified, reattuned in a different energy. I'm a different person, but Reiki, if you don't know what that is a powerful tool for self-healing. It's a way to increase your psychic abilities. It's a way to expand your energetic field and release some of the traumas from the past. What I am doing right now is bonusing in an in-person retreat, which is a 3-day event. It's a Friday late afternoon to Sunday late afternoon. And normally that's a $5,000 value. This is an all-inclusive. So the board is free and the food is free. It's all included. You would just have to pay your travel to get there. But this 3-day immersions, I charge up to $10,000 to $12,000 for that when I do it one-on-one. But here it would be a group. And so it's an incredible experience to enhance the work that we do in the program. The program is designed to take you where you are, release and reprogram, and put you into the energy field of the manifestation that you want. And all of this is totaled at $2,300, just over. And today I'm offering you an opportunity to join us for only $4,997. And this price won't last, I will tell you that. It's a steal. It's less than the actual retreat itself. And I just want to share with you one more person that that made the decision and what she created. Dawn was a hairstylist, and in the pandemic, you know, everything closed down. She was emotional. She didn't know where she wanted. She knew she liked to have fun, and she wanted everything to be perfect, and she didn't know where to go. And when she came to me, she just was like, she felt very lost and unsure, as we all did in 2020, right? Like, she went from being miserable in the salon that she was to being one of the most happiest women I know. She created her own business. She runs her own salon now, makes her own hours, serves her clients in her own capacity, doesn't have to answer to anybody else, and she travels 3 or 4 times a year. And she gets to spend as many hours as she wants with her grandchildren. She did that by doing the work to find herself. She's released I don't know how much weight, but she looks amazing, like probably 50 pounds. And so this is your opportunity to be part of something amazing. So this is your opportunity to be part of something amazing. Fear to Freedom, the enrollment process is ending. And this is an opportunity for you to take your next step in your life, to create your wildest dreams. I encourage you with all of my heart, if something resonated with you this week, go to enroll.brendakiss.com and join our program, join our sisterhood. Make this end of this year and the beginning of next year the most incredible time of your life. This next 6 months, wherever you're at, make them amazing. I say life is now. Stop putting it on hold. Stop letting the ego win, and stop letting fear rule your life. Listen to your heart. Listen to your body. They're always guiding you to your highest good. I love you. See you at enroll.brendakiss.com, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.